On Celestial Ovation, we speak with a famous Celestian, Rev J.K Owodunni, who was a member of Board of Trustees, inaugurated and chaired by the late founder of the Celestial Church of Christ worldwide, Rev S.B.J. Oshofa. Celestial Ovation asked Rev Owodunni what made him join Celestial Church of Christ.
Such a decision to join the church must have come from above, because I was born a member of the Anglican Church. I attended elementary school, Anglican Church. I attended secondary school, CMS Grammar School, Lagos, so that everything pointed to the fact that I was born and bred as an Anglican. In between year 1970, 71, I was practicing the profession, my profession, which is accountancy, in partnership with Adefeso, whom you all know in Celestial. Now and then, people in white will come to the office doing anointment or trying to sanctify the office, and I will smell the incense, and then I complained to him that he should take this away to his home. He shouldn't be doing that in the office. That's to show that I wasn't a committed member. But then, a friend of mine, in person of Ruben Adeosi, got married when we were back from UK, and then the wife was sick, and I tried to help as much as I can by introducing her to doctors and all whatnot. Eventually, the sickness got very serious, so that they took her away to Ibadan. The next time that I went to Ibadan, I went to see her in their home, and I was totally surprised. I was greatly surprised that someone that we were thinking was about to go beyond was very agile and attending to us, giving us all the services she could offer. Then I called the husband. Said, "What happened?" "This is Mama Duque." "What happened after he left Lagos?" Then he said that, there's a church called Celestial Church of Christ. I will introduce you to that church. Please join. That's where the improvement came from. That improvement was the convincing evidence to me to join the church. That is actually how I joined the church in 1970.
Speaking on his encounter with late Reverend SBJ Oshofa, Reverend Owodunni explained that the first encounter wasn't a real one, as no words were exchanged than mere greetings.
My first encounter was not a real encounter, because I had some spiritual work to do, and I had to buy candle and incense and everything, and honey. I went to Makoko to buy these items, and then I saw the old man sitting down there, and I was told by someone there that that's the founder of the church. He's only visiting. I said, that's the founder of the church. They said so. So I passed. I didn't, when I was passing, I prostrated to him. And we didn't exchange anything. I just passed. But later, I was made to understand that he was there. Ajale Koko, Papa Ajale Koko was there. Papa Bada was there, all sitting down there when I passed. And then they pointed to me that that's the man that made substantial donation to because Papa was buying a car that I made it. And how much was this substantial? It's 100 pounds. It was pounds at that time. 100 pounds. He said, that's the man who made the substantial addition to the money they sent. I didn't say one word. I passed. That's his first encounter with me. In later years, I told you that even before I knew him, it was announced at Makoko that they want to get a vehicle for him, and we were just members of the church at that time. We go on Wednesday, we go on Friday to the service. It was announced generally to everybody in the church that anyone who can spare some money, they should contribute. And then they put a bowl down, say if you want to donate, please put it, and we donated. We donated for him. I was wondering, within me, I was wondering that the owner of the church has not got a car. I was wondering. And truly, he hasn't got a car. And he bought that car second hand. I don't know how much, cannot be more than maybe 200, 300 naira or something that time. And I know that I donated 100 naira, whatever it is, because I was really touched that owner of the church hasn't got a car. He comes, they hire a vehicle to bring him in. Then when he's leaving, they hire a vehicle to take him out. I was wondering that how could that be? But that's it.
He also revealed that the Board of Trustees was initiated by the founder in order to write the Constitution and form subcommittees.
The Board of Trustees was initiated by the pastor founder. It wasn't. It was after we have been in the church for 2 or 3 years. Then he wanted to write the Constitution. Then he wanted to form a small committee. He told us at Geshatedo that he would like to write a constitution. He told them at Makoko that he would like to write a constitution. When we had it, our own committee at Geshatedo, we prepared the constitution. And Adefeso leading the group in Makoko also prepared a draft. On the day that we were to meet with Papa, we presented our draft and said that please have this. We can use this as working document. Anything we don't want, we take it up. Anything we do, we want that is sufficient, we bring it in. And when we prepared that, we never knew that Makoko was doing exactly the same. So Makoko also brought out their own. I said that here's the one that we have prepared. Let us use this as working document. Like we said, they also said that if there's anything there that is not acceptable, we take it out. And if there's anything we have to add, let us add. And Papa looked at both of us, said that you have prepared this? Yes. And you have prepared this? Yes. Constitution of the church? Yes. Constitution of the church? Yes. Is it possible that we here can write it? Can't we write it without using any of the two as a draft? He said it's possible. Then he said, bring it. He took it. He took both and put it aside and said, forget about this and let us write. You be our secretary and also Gulesi. Take your pen and write. That's how we started writing the Constitution. We started on the 29th of February 1976 and we finished on the 29th of February 1980. And you know, 29th of February is once one in 4 years. We started the 76, we finished 80. And that's how we get about. And when we get to the meeting, every Tuesday, Papa will say, today, for instance, he will say, today we're going to deal with the role of women in Celestial. And we will write it in English. And we will read what we have written to Papa. Where there's any change, Papa will say yes. And say that, there's one word there that is not proper. Look for the word and change it. He doesn't know what word, but he will say there's one word there. You change it. I don't like it, the way you put it. This is basically how we wrote 29 pages of Constitution in 4 years. It took us 4 years to write 29 pages. After work, we go to Ketu. We assemble there, we write.
He also noted that it was the choice of the founder to limit the scope of the trustees to Nigeria alone.
Well, this is the choice of power suffer. He wanted to write the constitution in Nigeria because it has been warned that the danger to the church, survival of the church, is Nigeria.
He further revealed how the Board of Trustees was formulated by the late founder.
Before we came to the church, before I came to the church, before any of the 7 trustees came to the church, Papa was managing the church with his lieutenants, who were full-time workers, like Bada, Papa Bada, Papa Jale Koko. These are the 2 people. Now, he actually wanted to form the Board of Trustees, wanted to do it 7 names. And we non-clergy, we don't belong to the clergy class. We were workers still wearing shoes. And we thought that it's only full-time workers that will be on the board, as trustees. So we got the names of the Board of Trustees that Papa wanted written out, and we wrote the most senior people in Celestial, like what's the name of the one at Yemetu at that time, Salako, Cole. We proposed all these names as trustees and gave it to Papa. And Papa says, no. We three of us, Papa, Bada, Ajale Koko, we represent those people who don't wear shoes, that is full-time workers. Take 4 people who are still workers, who are not full-time workers of the church. And then we say, Papa, shall we call a prophet to name the 4 for us? Papa says, when we are together, the Holy Spirit is with us. Let us do it. So we put all those people, like Salako. Papa says no. Says, now put from Makoko at the festival. Right. Okay. Put yourself. That's me. I put. Then he said, how many now? We said 5. Remaining 2. Said, put one more from Makoko. And then I wrote Koiki. You know Koiki? See, Papa says, Ew. That is no. Then I took it up. Say, put, what's the name? Say, put, they named Ogunlisi. Said Ogunlisi. I put Ogunlisi. Said 6. So there's only one more. Then we said one more. So put one, another one from Gesha Tedo. Then I put Banjo. I said, what name did you put? I said Banjo. He said, it's okay. That's how they 7 years.
Speaking on his appointment as chairman of International Management Committee and Council of Honorary Evangelists by the late founder, he pointed that it was done to form other committees to aid the running of the church.
All these were later appointments by Papa. Papa just said that he's forming a body to undertake this function, and he will name who and who should be part of the committee. He named all the committees. He made me the chairman. He made me the chairman of everything. Made me the chairman of honorary evangelists. Made me the chairman of the working committee for the harvest pertaining to Papa, and administration also put it in my charge. International Management Committee was to undertake everything, every function that has to do with the church on behalf of Papa. Papa cannot run around and say that, so that everything is delegated to us to implement.
Did Reverend SBJ Oshofa appointed a successor before he passed on?
Well, he appointed, for sure. And they all know. They all know. But they all deny. They all know, but they all deny. Now, appointing me pastor, let me start on that. On one afternoon, 1980, his driver, we call him Expedite. He came here to this house one afternoon and then said that Papa has sent him for me to come and see him, and then I left. I said, to come and see him now? He said yes. Now, he said yes. And I said that I'll take my car. He came in the car so that I'll meet him in Ketu. So he left. Then I followed him. I went to Ketu and I went to Ketu. You know Papa's house? There are two houses, one facing the other. The one here, he sleeps at night. The other one, he uses to receive guests. I went to him there. Then I was told that he wasn't there, that he's at the back. That's another house. I don't even know that house that time. Then they gave me someone to take me to that house. Then that someone came into my car and we drove around at the back. We got there. Then he took me inside. I went inside. And I never knew that was his house. They said that he usually rested there, have some rest in the afternoon when he wants to have a siesta. So I went in. When I got there, he was right inside his room. Inside his room. Then I got there. Then Papa sent for me. Then they went to tell it to Papa that I have called. He said I should come in. So I went into the room. He said, come in, come. I went inside and he asked me to sit down. Now he was lying on the bed. He rose up from the bed and sat down. I said, sit down. And I said, sit like this beside the bed. I sat on that. I wanted to sit on that one. He said, come and sit down here. I said, no, Papa. Beside him. You want me beside him? I said, no. No, not really. He said, I said, sit down here. And I said, Papa, no. I sit down here. And then Papa said, can that seat take two of us? It was just like a chair like this. I said, no. He said, I said, sit down here. And I still refused. Then he looked at me for about a few seconds and then said that the people who sent me say you should sit down beside me. Then I sat. As soon as I sat, he looked at me like that. And he took my hand. My hand, his two hands, and his held my two palms. He closed his own two and did what he wanted. I can't disclose what he did. After he finished, he said, do you know what I've done? I said, I understand. You understand? I said, yes. He said, we both do it together here. Ajijo sing, maybe I also told you just sing. Let's say Jesus Lord. Then he said, as for today, we are like a tree, and àjèjì jẹ́ bí igi gbígbẹ àti olóko. And from today, we are like dry tree and the owner of the farm. The owner of the farm will be weary of Igigwe, and Igigwe will be weary of the owner of the farm. Say, you understand? I say, I understand. You understand? I say, I understand. You understand? He asked 3 times. I said, I understand. And from now, you don't prostrate to me. Now. Then I say, that is impossible, Papa. What will I say? You know, my suppose Mori, you know, Tobale for me. Ni party kini. Ni tiegi ni tawiti kini. Only that's what I want. Do it that way. Oh, so. And I refused. I said, I cannot be. I will always prostrate. Said, you will always prostrate. To bad dobale for my dobale for money ha. Only you are not living here until you consent not to dobale anymore. And I sat down. I refused. Eventually, when I knew that he was adamant, I said, yes, I agree. I will not. Okay. What did he? I asked him. Now, people were in the sitting area outside. Then he escorted me out. When I was saying bye-bye to him, then I prostrated again in his presence. He looked at me because I've just broken the promise I made. Then he did this. Took his hand, put his hand together. I left. Since then, until the date of his passage, I never prostrated to Papa without him replying. I continued to prostrate. I didn't stop. But each time I prostrated to him. If it's by himself, that is standing up, not near the wall or anything, he will do this. If he's sitting down, and I come and I prostrated, he will put his hand on the floor. If he's standing up near anything, we do that. I understand that he was returning the prostration. And on that day, said, Emi pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àjèjọ ṣe níbí ní a ó sì tún yọ ṣe lọ́dọ̀ Jésù lọ. That is the first, that's between him and me, without anyone else. But in 1984, a year before he died, he demonstrated the whole thing before the trustees. All the trustees were present at the meeting, except Banjo. Banjo was under detention. I was under detention during the first coming of Buhari. Buhari and today Jagon, they arrested all the bank managers and put them behind the bars at that time. So he was arrested and he was kept away from the public, kept away from work. He was put in detention for 1.5 years, 18 months. So that he was the only one that was not present at the meeting. At that meeting, when Papa came in from the other house to where we have meeting. And where we have meeting for all the trustees, he arranges the seat this way. Papa will sit on a chair like this, and then three chairs like that. 3 chairs like that. He will sit down here. Bada, Ajale Koko, Adefeso, me, Ogulesi, Banjo. Banjo was not present because he was necessarily absent because he was under detention. Now that day, as soon as Papa came in from the entrance, at the entrance when he was coming in, he said, "Lónìí, ẹ ó bá mi jẹ, ẹ ó bá mi mu. Ṣẹ́jẹ́ gbé oúnjẹ náà wá. Ṣẹ́jẹ́ is his cook, his private cook. Bring the food." We were all looking at each other in surprise. Yeah, by Papa, yeah, by Papa. We were all expecting good food. Then Sergio came in and brought a big tray with dodo in it, full of dodo, big. Said, "Put it on the floor. Put it on the floor." Then Papa came in. Papa said, "You will all dine with me. We'll all partake of this dodo. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jíjẹ lọ máa mu. Tó bá mú kan, mú dodo kan, wá jókòó sáyé. Wàá jẹ. Tó bá jẹ tán, wàá tó padà lọ, wàá tó mú mi, wàá jẹ. Bá ṣe máa jẹ, tá máa jẹ tán ni. So we were all the 6. Banjo was not there. Were eating dodo. We go there, we take it, we go to your seat, we eat, we go back, we take. We did that continuously. And when he finished, said, "Yeah, omi náà, bá mi gbé omi náà wá." Yeah came with a big bowl of water. And Papa got it from him. And Papa said, "Ẹ ó mu." And he came to Ajale Koko first. You see, Banjo's place, not, he was absent, me, Ajale Koko, Papa, Bada, Adefeso, Ogulesi. You understand? And then he said, he took the bowl of water and went to Baba Ajale Koko first. I said, "Drink." That one says, "No, Papa. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá gbogbo wa. Ẹ̀yin lẹ bá kọ́kọ́ mi." And Papa said, "Jọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Jọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà." And put it back to his mouth. And he drank. And Papa came back and sat down and drank. And then again stood up and went to Bada. Gave Bada to drink. Bada drank. He went to Adefeso. Adefeso drank. He went to Ogulesi. Ogulesi drank. And then he crossed over to me. He left me here before. He started with Ajale Kuko, himself, Bada, Adefeso, Ogulesi, and then crossed over. When he crossed over, he stood, saying, "Drink it all. Muto pata pata." He wanted to give me. He gave me. And I drank. I drank. I drank. I drank it, finished. Then he did this. Ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ ni gbogbo rẹ̀ parí sí. Ìrẹ̀ ni Joseph náà. Ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ ni gbogbo rẹ̀ parí sí. Ìrẹ̀ ni Joseph náà. And he put the bowl down and he went out. And we were, the five of us were there. We were just gazing, everyone looking up. Not one word, not his, not any word. We were there for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then Bada went down. Ajale Kuko followed him. And then all of us, 3 of us, followed there. He went straight to his own house to sleep. And we also went. Not one person saying good night. Not one person saying, how do you find it? Or what is this? What does this signify? No word. And that's how everyone departed that night.
He also expressed dismay at Superior Evangelist Shodende, whom he claimed congratulated late Reverend A.A. Bada. Immediately, the late founder gave up the ghost.
Congratulations. How can you imagine that? Country, Kiloroko Shodende, Tofiki Badani. You know, your Tuesday to Papaku. Congratulations. Congratulations for Kenny. Whereby you are you come back? How you can defend the constitution limited war. Kintolo Berekes. Defend the constitution. Constitution will be done by you, no anymore. How cause no paper? Uncle, my interview me. Only 5 naira. Only 5 naira. Money got to cost me really. It's a constitution. When the constitution of the church won't will up. Ìjọ ló ń bá wọn ṣe case kò yé wọn ní. Ìjọ mímọ́ ní. Ṣùgbọ́n kò lè pépà yẹn ò lè fún ìwé yẹn ò lè fún rẹ̀ gbé rẹ̀ lọ sí court. Ìyẹn lè mi ṣe rànlọ́wọ́. No, I traveled abroad. I came back on Sunday. That Sunday I came back was the day Papa had an accident and on his way to Ibadan. And then I went to Ketu. Then I was told that the day he come back. He didn't come back. He was still in Ibadan. Then I came home. Then on Tuesday, so I didn't see Papa that day. Then on Tuesday, Ebenezer came to me in the house and said that Papa would like us to worship with him in the hospital upstairs. And then we say we don't know which hospital. So that he will come and take us there. That the arrangement is that all of us, the trustees, should come to K2 and he will lead us to the hospital. He did so on Sunday. That Sunday following Papa's accident. Accident was on Sunday, and this is Sunday that he came to me on Saturday actually, reported that we should assemble at K2. We assembled and he drove and led us to Ilupeju, where Papa was hospitalized. We went there, we saw Papa.
Also accused Superior Evangelist Banjo of being a member of the Reform Ogoni fraternity.
Banjo, ROF, meeting Mary Lashi, ni trustee, to Papa Tolo. Before Papa died, eventually he confessed. Oníṣègùn wo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Onílòótọ́ ló ń join. Ṣùgbọ́n òun ò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. A ní Papa ní kí láṣẹ máa mọ̀ kó sì ń bẹ̀. Olóhùn ò lọ mí tí mo mọ̀. Wọ́n ní òkè wàá kọ fún wa. Wàá renounce. Ó kọ́. Wọ́n mú lé secretary lọ́wọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n even now he's working to láti gbé ìjọ yìí sínú òkùnkùn láti transfer lé wọn lọ́wọ́. Now èyí tó kọ́ ń gbà yẹn tó ń mú fún Ògúnléṣì, we didn't know that they all belong. Ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ó tó bá wà ń bẹ̀ mi ò lè sọ, tèmi bá wà ń bẹ̀ ó lè sọ. Àwa tá wà ń bẹ̀ la lè mọ ara wa. You see, now how can you be a trustee and then be an ROF? Section 2. This is ìjọ mímọ́ nìyẹn. Kí ni Christ ṣe mú ìjọ mímọ́ wá? Tó pé àwọn Christian tí wọ́n gbogbo tí wọ́n mọ nǹkan míì tí problem bá dé wọ́n sá lọ bá oníṣègùn. Òun ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ pé kán lọ bá oníṣègùn wọn. Òun fẹ́ establish church tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè sáwọ̀. Gbogbo èèyàn wọn sáwọ̀ inú ìjọ náà, wọ́n máa rí ìyanu Ọlọ́run, divine order. Nǹkan tó tíjọ mímọ́ jẹ́ nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́dẹ́ ẹ̀ joyè lọ́hùn, ẹ̀ tó ń joyè níjọ mímọ́. Ẹ̀yin kan náà lọ́hùn, ẹ̀yin kan náà tọ́ sí, kò ṣeé ṣe. Kí ni ọ̀ṣọ́fà tó wà mẹ́? Kí ló ṣe débẹ̀? Nígbà tí Papa kú, tí ẹ gbé kíní àwọn oníṣègùn àwọn òkùnkùn náà install ẹ̀ padà. Tó dẹ̀ tó kú, ẹni ẹ gbé ẹlòmíì síbẹ̀, ẹ lọ mú Ajọ́sẹ̀ Badagry. Ìyẹn lò 7 days. Ọjọ́ keje ó kú. Ọ̀nà ìyanu ló gbà kú. aṣọ tó wọ̀ ó gbaná. Ṣé Ọlọ́run ò tí ì fi ara hàn wá tó? Ẹ tó wá sọ pé ẹ máa mú ẹlòmíì síbẹ̀, ẹ tún lọ mú ọmọ òṣọ̀fà pé tó bá jẹ́ kó òun ló ń pa wọ́n kó pa ọmọ ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ò dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó pa ọmọ ẹ̀. Ẹ lóhun ẹ mú wa. Ṣé bí a ṣe meeting ní Makoko pé ká lọ ṣe ẹ̀sìn together, ládùúgbò ọ̀hún náà jẹ́ ká ṣe ẹ̀sìn. Jésè wà ń bẹ̀, òun ni Jésè bá lọ, Jésè náà bá kan náà. Ṣé a rò pé a lè tàn Ọlọ́run jẹ? Ọlọ́run a lè tàn jẹ. Kí la ṣe lè tàn jẹ? Òun ló dá wa. Ẹ̀mí tí à ń mí yìí òun ló fi síbẹ̀, òun ló sì ní. Àwa máa ń sọ pé ẹ̀mí mi ìwọ kọ́ ló ní, èmi kọ́ ni mo ní, Ọlọ́run ló ní, òun ló fi síbẹ̀. Tó bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wá múlẹ̀ ni. These are the real issue. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò fẹ́ face ẹ̀. Many of the olùṣọ́àgùtàn wọ́n ti fà wọ́n sínú ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn. Nígbà tí ó wà nínú ayé ó lò wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti wọnú ìjọ mímọ́, ó ti rí iṣẹ́ ìyanu Ọlọ́run, ó ti rí pé Ọlọ́run lè ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Kí ni ó tó fẹ́ ṣe nínú ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn? Ó dẹ̀ tó fẹ́ joyè ńbẹ̀, Bánjọ owó lóyè ní ńbẹ̀. This is the main issue. Mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé case kan wà nísìn, ká gba judgment or Congiven ni pé nǹkan tó gbélé pàpà lọ́wọ́ ní ká padà sí. Change of constitution tó ń kégbe nǹkan tó fẹ́ change inú ẹ̀ rẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá lọ sínú eléyìí direct, gbogbo ayé á rí pé òkùnkùn ni. Wọ́n náà wọ́n gba constitution of all people láyé yìí, the last person tó yẹ kó sọ pé wọ́n gba constitution yìí ní Bánjọ. Tó pé kò ní right, tó pé section ibẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ ṣé orúkọ wa náà tó síbẹ̀. Àwa lè execute kíní on behalf of the whole church. First la máa ń kọ fún ẹni tó junior jù, ẹni tó dàgbà jù la máa ń kọ orúkọ kẹ̀kẹ́ last níjọ mímọ́, kí a kì í kọ orúkọ first. A fi ṣe papa ó ti òun ló máa wà sálẹ̀. Òun ló ọjọ́ everybody pé change of constitution. Constitution yẹn ní òṣè change nísìnyí. Òun ní case tí mo gbé lọ court. Mi ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ èèyàn kọ́kọ́ rojọ́ ní èyí tí mo gbé lọ. Mi ò ní kí èèyàn kankan wá rojọ́. Èmi fún àpapọ̀ mi ò give evidence. Nǹkan tí mo mú fún ọ ní constitution rẹ̀.
Speaking on the harmonization of the church, he pointed that the will of the founder must triumph.
Harmonization of the church is to let the will of the pastor founder to triumph. Gbọ́ ìjọ mímọ́ èèyàn kan ìṣúná fi rán. gbogbo àwọn tó kù àwa ni a gbọ́ wàásù a gbọ́ ìròyìn a rí iṣẹ́ ìyanu náà fi wá àwa kọ́ náà fi rán èèyàn kan ṣe náà fi rán òun ní ọ̀ṣọ́fà kì í ṣe ọ̀ṣọ́fà tó wà lẹ́yìn ìyẹn yorùkọ ni bàbá mi ló ń jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ìyẹn ṣe ń jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀ṣọ́fà tó fi rán òun nìkan ni nígbà tó máa gbé ìjọ náà sọ̀kalẹ̀ tó máa gbọ́ lólè òun nìkan ló gbọ́ èèyàn méjì ò gbà gbọ́ ẹni tó gbé lọ sínú igbó tó jí ọbẹ̀ jẹ ó ti sá lọ gbà tí voice máa wá tí voice sọ pé lólè sí so that láti rí pé wọ́n tẹ̀lé àṣẹ tí Ọlọ́run tó gbélé bàbá lọ́wọ́ òun ní wọ́n ṣe ní pé kó wá kọ constitution fún wa in 1967 ní ò tí wọ́yọ́ bàbá fell sick was to go ó wá rí ìrùn nínú ìran yẹn àwọn màlíkà wa sọ fún pé ó tí fi díjọ náà múlẹ̀ ó tí lè lọ àwọn fi ọdún 20 years kún ọdún ẹ̀ that is he should die 1987 1985 ló wá kú which is 2 years short every year before then ló máa ń sọ fún wa tó bá wá sí Ìjẹ̀ṣà Tẹ̀dó ọdún kan ti lọ okú mẹ́wàá okú mẹ́sàn-án okú méje Ọlọ́run àtọ̀hún wọ́n jíjọ mọ reason tí ó ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n sìn wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ìjọ yẹn di ìjọ wọ́n fẹ́ sọ di coven fún òkùnkùn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ṣe meeting àjẹ́ Ọ̀ṣọ́ ROF Reformed Ogboni Fraternity nǹkan tó bá ń jọ fẹ́ sọ di ìyẹn ni èmi ṣe dìde náà tó náà gbé fún mi kí tó lọ court lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ìpè defend the constitution mo ń defend even now.